A very precious and pleasant good evening to one and all present here. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome our today's chief guest, Dr. Mohan Rao. And a brief introduction about him. Dr. Mohan Rao is a pioneer in social media and has played a catalytic transformational role in the field of education by investing and actualizing his potential. Dr. Rao is basically an electrical engineer from BITS Pilani, PG MSM from Delhi University, PG DBM from XLRI Jamshedpur with a gold medal in economics and a PhD from University of Mumbai. He has over 3 decades of experience in a variety of products and markets as Vice President DishNet DSL 2000 to 2002, CEO Datamatics from 1992 to 2000, Deputy General Manager Godrej and Boys from 1978 to 1992. He got into full-time academics from 2002 onwards and was with Indian Education Society's Management College at Bandra and Research Center 2 of Mumbai as Professor and Associate Dean till May 2023. Since September 2022, Professor Rao is advisor, new initiatives at SIWS Group of Institutions at Wadala, Mumbai. Professor Rao holds and manages several more portfolios, which are Chairman of Western Region Task Force for Education at Confederation of Indian Industry, that is CII. He's a Regional Coordinator, NCCIP, Western Region of AICTE, Government of India, and is a consultant to Taiwan Education Center, N2HU, Taiwan. Dr. Rao has done various consulting assignments for Indian Merchants Chamber, Tata Indicom, Ghaffari Associates Incorporated USA, Gas Authority of India Limited India, Ad Labs, Canfin Homes, to name a few. Prior to 2020, Professor Rao was engaged by Government of Taiwan for developing and organizing 14+ workshops for Taiwanese business on how to do business in India. Thank you so much for giving us your precious time, and we are really honored to have you amidst us at our annual day function.
Thank you very much, sir. I now request our today's honorable chief guest, Dr. Mohan Rao, to address this august audience.
Namaste, good evening. Honored Mahesh Shah and all the members of the trust, Kandivali Education Trust, our own principal, Dr. Bhushan, and all the teaching staff, and my dear students. आपने आज छा दिया हमको और you reminded me of when I was in IES, we started these annual functions and we also had our own orchestra. It used to call the R&R orchestra. Any guesses what is R&R? The Rolls Royce Orchestra. So it's an orchestra of students who used to pass out and come back and again play for the annual day. So just reminded me, made very nostalgic. And I'm also a follower of music. I play tabla, and I learned tabla from the disciple of Allah Rakha, the father of Zakir Hussain, who just passed away. So all that. So you're making me feel very nostalgic when we come on stage, but be happy I won't be on stage. Right? And one more interesting thing is, I keep saying to most of my students and to all of you, I say that, is you can never guess my age. This wonderful gray hair of mine is there from the 9th standard. Right? And like all you students, we ape people. And in my time, there used to be Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. She had a very unique hair like this much of gray only. So I bought castor oil. Anyone wants to try that, you can try it. And I got a patch of gray hair. And the rest became gray all over in no time. Right? So the gray can have 2 connotations. It can be advice, wisdom, or say, don't do what I did when I was young. So choice is yours. And you are in an age of artificial intelligence with all things on your fingertips. You guys want things faster than any of us, right? And today you have the AI which delivers to you very fast. But two very interesting things you should remember. Follow it. We also follow technology. We also follow calculators. We also followed computers. We did all that. But we never allowed ourselves to be emboldened by them. They don't decide for us. So don't make AI or Alexa or CISA or whoever is there decide for you. That's one part of it. Anyway, I don't want to take much of your time because you have a major program to go by, right? I'll just have three things which I learned over the last several years. One is you should know these words more deeply than what they mean. One is business, right? Second is positivity. And third is motivation. Now business, I'm sure I don't ask you questions because I'm used to be a teacher from last 20 years, but don't want to do that today. Business for all of us means doing business. No, busyness. You're busy in something continuously. Whatever you're doing, be busy with that. Don't stop it. Whether you're sweeping the floor, whether you're arranging this function, be busy with that. Don't worry. Don't think about what people will say about you. To just give an example, right? Way back in 1978, when I joined Godrej the first time in Delhi, we were organizing a kind of exhibition, an exhibition within our own premises. A huge exhibition of office furniture. So what was the thing like? We had no sweepers. We had a lot of we had a strike by sweepers. Something went wrong. I was just a trainee then. So my manager told me, Mohan Rao, I want the whole floor to be swept. Now I could have said, मैं अकेला क्यों ना कर सकता हूँ? Right. The whole night, three of us swept the whole warehouse where the exhibition was to be laid out and kept it ready next morning for things to be kept. So issue is that no task is something which stops you. So be busy whatever you're doing. Second is have positivity. In whatever we are doing, have positivity. Right? When I was sweeping the floor, I was positive that I will get this work done. I'm learning a new job. Right? In my house, there are housemaids who are sweeping my house. I'm doing myself. I learn this task. I learn it. Put positivity. So positivity makes the whole task finish earlier than before. Much positivity. And third is motivation. The purpose of doing it is not motivation, is not your fire in the belly. Why are you doing it? Why am I sweeping the floor? The question came to my mind then also. That time I had no answer. I said, boss is saying I have to do it. Right? But today I got the answer. I swept the floor because I wanted the entire place to be seen nice and fresh. People should not say to the warehouse. It's a go down. Go down converted to exhibition hall. And those of us in Bombay, if you are familiar with Godrej, the Vikhroli, all the plants that are there, during the month of February, they have an IMTEX exhibition, International Machine Tool exhibition. All the plants are just kept, production stops, they shift to somewhere else, and the entire location becomes into exhibition. Because Godrej was in those times, in the 80s, 90s, was ahead in machine tools, in metal fabrications. So its purpose should be clear. Why are you doing it? What purpose it is? So same thing applies to you. Whatever you're doing here, study with the thing of being continuously studying. And why are you studying? Why am I doing a BCom? Why am I doing a BSc? Why am I doing a MSc? Should be very clear on the purpose. And between this is positivity. Should be positive, should always have a cheerful face, should not say, "Mera assignment de diya, mujhe kal test hai." Even test has got a purpose. The test tells you how much you know, how much you don't know. I just say a small example. I'm from BITS Pilani and XLRI. There we were given tests of 3 grades, medium, difficult and very difficult. So as you pass on from first year to second year, third year to fourth year, in that time we have 5 years engineering. In the 5th year, all the papers are most difficult, right? So the marks are given based on how much you don't know. The teacher was telling you how much you don't know. When you go into industry, when you look at the transformer in the field, you should know how much you don't know before you touch it. Don't go and touch it and say, I can do everything. So this is important. So tests are not meant to test you. And nothing like comparative. Don't start competing. Go to Kiran Bedi. I'm sure you know the iconic model. In fact, when she was the DCP in Delhi, she challened me for overspeeding. That's how I remember her. But you look at her, what she said was, learn to compete with yourself. Self-competition. How much can I do better? And remember, she was the brand ambassador for Raymond. Raymond says, compete with yourself. Don't worry about anybody else, how well or they are dressed or not. You should know why you are dressed so well. So these are certain things. I don't know if I give you too many things together, but in Saransh, I tell you that be confident. You are the person who can deliver it. And in all honesty, our generation is gone. We are dependent only on your future. If you could depend future on AI, we are dead. AI should only drive you. AI cannot do what you're supposed to do. Don't get worried about what's happening around you. Be clear what you want to do, your business of doing it, positivity and motivation. Right? And I'm cutting myself off because I want the rest program. I want to see what the musicals are going to be. Thank you so much. God bless you. And one more very important thing I want to reflect is that today we saw the results. Yeah. Today we saw your results. I was really flabbergasted. Right? I will go back to my institution and say, come on, this one to emulate. We'll definitely come back to Madam and the management, how we can reach these heights faster than what you did. Right? You took 6 years, we'll do it in 2 years. But we take direction from you. Right? So it's truly, we are all in a motivational area. We are all to do better. We're not to compete. Each one knows what to do. And last important thing is, understand where you want to go. Today, the world is going to become jobless, right? In about 10 years' time, if you look at statistics, you may not even decide to continue education also. But don't do that, right? Look at how to be entrepreneurial in every company you join and start up your business as fast as you can. In 5 years' time, there are predictions from the CI perspective that every individual, however young or old he is or she is, right, can start a business as young as 6 years child. Just imagine. I don't know if you know some statistics. There are 6 or 7 year children who have come out with new inventions. So we go to direction for that. So the world is going very fast. You take pace. You are a wonderful institution like Prof. It's a wonderful institution. Do well and all the best. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir.